Your life as a rapper.
You just checked your phone for the 47th time today. Same screen, same number, 14 streams. 8 of them are your mom. But
Damn. What? I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Being a rapper is literally like some of the hardest shit to ever do in life, bro. Like, bro, you know how many people out there trying to be artists, bro? Like, everybody trying to be artists now, bro. That's literally the hardest fucking thing. You just gotta stay strong. You just gotta keep a good ass mind. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
6 months from now, you're going to be standing backstage at a sold-out venue.
The lifestyle look
hands-shaking,
fun though.
heart
It definitely
pounding,
look fun.
listening to a crowd of strangers scream your lyrics back at you. Lyrics you wrote on a notes app at 2 a.m. while eating cold ramen in a bedroom studio that's really just a closet with a mic hanging from a coat hanger. This is your life as a rapper, and it's nothing like you think it is. It starts the way
let's
it
see.
always starts. You're 16, maybe 17, and you just heard an album that rewired your brain. Something clicked. You don't just want to listen to music anymore, you want to make it. So you download a cracked version of FL Studio, because obviously you're not paying $400 for software when you can barely afford lunch.
Yo, FL Studio FL Studio is so hard to work, bro. Like, you really gotta put in some time and effort just to learn FL Studio, bro. I remember I was trying to make beats on FL Studio, bro. I didn't even have a whole line done, bro. Like, that shit
You
was
watch
hard.
7 hours of YouTube tutorials, you learn what an 808 is, you learn what a DAW
I was
is.
spamming
you learn
808s,
that
bro.
Mixing doesn't mean stirring. Your first song is terrible. We're talking historically bad. Your flow sounds like you're reading a grocery list with attitude. Your voice cracks on the hook. The beat is a royalty-free instrumental you found on page 6 of YouTube search results. But you don't care, because to you, this is the greatest song ever made. You upload it to SoundCloud, you share it on your Instagram story, you send it to your group chat. One friend says it's fire. 3 friends leave you on red. Your cousin
Damn.
says don't quit your day job. You don't
Damn.
have a job. You're in high school. Something
Damn.
happens. One stranger listens, then another. And
Okay.
that little hit of dopamine, seeing someone you've never met press play on something you made, that's the moment you're cooked. You're addicted now. There's no going back.
I'm not even gonna lie though. It's the same way with streaming in YouTube, bro. Like, you see that when you get that one fan that just really like watching you, bro, you're addicted. Or you get that one good comment complimenting your video, bro, you're addicted, bro. That's literally just like YouTube and any other streaming platform out there. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. Like, bro, you're gonna get addicted.
Now you're 18 and you've got a decision to make. College
And I think
or
the
music?
best.
Your parents want option A, your heart wants option B. You compromise by
This low-key
enrolling in
is the
community
hardest.
college and skipping 70% of your classes to record. You start investing real money into this, not trust fund money, minimum wage money. You're paying $50 an hour for studio time in a local spot that smells like weed and broken dreams. You're buying beats online from producers
That's
on
where it starts from.
BeatStars for $20 to $200 a pop. You're spending money on a decent mic, a cheap audio interface, and enough acoustic foam to cover one wall of your bedroom. The other 3 walls are still bare drywall. Close enough. Here's what nobody tells you about this phase. It's lonely, incredibly lonely. Your friends are going to parties, they're posting beach pics and club videos, and you're sitting in a dark room at midnight recording the same 16 bars over and over because your breath control isn't right and you keep popping the mic on your P's. You
Buddy
drop
been
a
through this
mixtape,
before, bruh.
7 songs. You promote it like your life depends on it because honestly, it kinda does. You post clips on TikTok, you DM blogs, you comment on every rap page you can find. You get 200 streams total. 200. Do you know what that pays on Spotify? About 80 cents. You can't even buy
Bro,
a
but
pack.
look, 200 streams is good. Bro, when you first starting off anything like this, like rapping or streaming or anything, bro, you can't worry about how much you're getting paid, because it's going to be a long time before you actually make some good money off of what you're doing. It's gonna take a long time, bro. You gotta put a bunch of work in, bro. Like you can't care about that, bro.
Gum with your
You just gotta keep going.
career. But you keep going because every real rapper you've ever looked up to said the same thing. It's supposed to be hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Then one day, it happens. Not the way you imagined it. You didn't get discovered by a label executive in a coffee shop. You didn't bump into Drake at the gas station. What happened is you posted a 30-second freestyle on TikTok at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday because you were bored. And for some reason, the algorithm, the timing, a full moon, who knows, it takes off. 50,000 views overnight, then 100,000, then 500,000. Your phone is vibrating so much it falls off your nightstand. You've gained 4,000 followers in 12 hours.
Sheesh.
Random people in your DMs calling you a genius. Other random people calling you trash.
Look, and that's when you get up and make 5 more albums, folks. I'm telling you, bro. You just gotta keep going, bro.
Welcome to the internet.
That's when you get up and make
Now
5
this
albums.
is where it
gang.
gets real. Because clout without a plan is just noise. You need music ready. You need a catalog. You need to convert these followers into actual listeners who will stream your songs. And you've got maybe a 2-week window before the algorithm forgets you exist and moves on to the next 15-year-old who can beatbox. You grind out 3 songs in 10 days. You drop them all within a week. One of them hits, really hits. It lands on a Spotify editorial playlist. Suddenly you're getting 50,000 streams a day. You check your Spotify for Artist dashboard and you've got listeners in 12 countries. People in Germany are listening to you. Germany. You've never even left your state.
Germany is crazy.
And then your phone rings. It's a number you don't recognize. You answer. The
Label?
voice on the other end says the 6 words every aspiring rapper dreams of hearing. Hey, I'm calling from a label. This is the part where most rappers mess up. And by most, I mean almost all of them. A label offers you a deal. They throw out a number, let's say $200,000. Your eyes go wide. That's more money than you've ever seen. More money than your parents make in 3 years combined. You're ready to sign right now, today, with a crayon if you have to. But here's what they don't tell you at the meeting. That $200,000 isn't a payment. It's a loan, an advance. Every single dollar has to be paid back from your future royalties before you see another penny. And it gets worse. This is probably a 360 deal, which means the label doesn't just take a cut of your music, they take a piece of everything. Your streaming revenue, your touring money, your merch sales, your brand deals, everything.
And that's why I think labels is useless for like upcoming rappers, because like you could really be your own label. But I do get like it's kind of hard like promoting yourself, and I guess that's what labels help with, right? Like promoting yourself, promoting your music and shit, getting you deals. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like you can do that on your own. It'll just be harder doing it on your own though.
They're offering you 10 to 25%.
Like you can't just focus on music. Now you gotta focus on deals and all of this other stuff,
your own music. Read that again. You write the songs, you perform the songs, you are the product, and you get to keep a fraction of what it earns.
Like
the smart
record
move is to
labels
get
really
a
just
lawyer,
scam
a
you
real
for-
entertainment lawyer, not your uncle who handles divorce cases. But most young rappers don't do this. They're 20 years old, they grew up broke, and someone is handing them a check with more zeros than their bank account has ever seen. They sign. And just like that, you don't own your music anymore. Let's talk about what that $200,000 actually covers. The label takes back recording costs, mixing, mastering, music videos, marketing, radio promotion, playlist placement, and that one fancy dinner they took you to at a steakhouse where the menu didn't have prices. All recouped.
Damn.
By the time they're done subtracting, your $200,000 is really about $40,000 in your pocket before taxes. So now you're a signed artist. Congratulations. You're also broke. People think that once you sign a deal, money rains from the sky. The reality, Spotify pays $3 to $5 per 1,000 streams. That viral song you had with 5 million streams, that's about $15,000 to $20,000. Sounds good, right?
Shit,
now split that with the label, the producer, the songwriter, and your manager who takes 15 to 20%.
Low key, I was finna say shit, that's still good, but hey, They just overly taxed
of
my
gross.
boy, bro.
You're left with maybe $3,000
They
to
just overly
$4,000
taxed
for a
him.
song that millions of people heard. You made less per hour than the guy at Chipotle.
That's why you got to keep making music, though.
Touring is where rappers actually make money. But here's the thing about touring as a new artist. You're not headlining arenas. You're performing at a bar in Tucson on a Wednesday night for 47 people, 20 of whom are only there because they thought it was karaoke night. You're driving 6 hours between cities in a van that smells like feet. You're eating gas station food because your per diem is $30 a day. But every once in a while, you step on stage and the crowd knows every word. Some kid in the front row is rapping your verse word for word, and he's looking at you the same way you used to look at your favorite artists. That feeling, you can't put a price on it, and it's the reason you keep going even when the math doesn't make sense. The label wants your second project, but now they have opinions. A lot of opinions. They want a radio single. They want you to work with producers you've never met. They want you to hop on a trend you don't believe in. You want it to make art. They want to make quarterly earnings. And the contract you signed
That's why
at 20
you
years
also
old says
build a good bond with your producer too, bro. That's very important,
they get
bro.
the final say. This is the part nobody prepares you for. You've got fans, you've got music out, you've got a name, but you also have a contract that might not let you release music when you want to, how you want to. Some rappers fight to leave their deals, literal court battles, lawsuits that cost more than the advance they got in the first place. Others take the independent route. They buy their masters, set up their own distribution through companies like DistroKid or TuneCore, and keep every dollar. No
Learning anything by yourself is good, bro.
No A&R telling you your album needs one more banger. Rappers like Russ, Larry June, and Tech9 have been doing this for years, proving that owning your career can be a lifelong strategy, not just a starting point. But going independent means you're the CEO, the marketing team, the accountant, and the artist. You're editing your own music videos, negotiating your own deals, and replying to your own DMs at 1 a.m. It's freedom, but it's also exhausting. Here's the truth about being a rapper that nobody puts in the Instagram highlights. 99% of the people who try this will never make a living from it. The ones who do make it will spend years being underpaid, overworked, and told their music isn't good enough by people who've never written a bar in their life.
Bro, that's literally what I said at the beginning of the video, bro. This is literally like the hardest thing to get into, bro. And if you honestly, if you don't have a strong mind and you're not willing to put like hella work in, and you just expect to make hella money in 3 years, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, just quit, because it's not gonna happen that quick. You might be doing this for 5 years, 10 years without making, you know what I'm saying, as much as you want to make. But if you got a strong mind and you just dedicated and you really doing this just because you like music and you like seeing people support you and shit like that, bro, then keep going, bro. It's gonna happen. The money is gonna come in, bro.
Ever made it? Every single one started exactly where you are right now, in a room with a mic, with something to say, and the insane, irrational, completely unreasonable belief that someone out there needs to hear it. That's your life as a rapper.
Like, that's the end of the video, but for all of y'all that want to be rappers, bro, just keep going. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something, because you got all the power in your hands. You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. And I'm going to end it off on that.